Oh yeah, but if you could name a product Snillo, what would it be? Like, what object lying around your house would you go, oh, it'd be a great brand to have that called Snillo? I want to hear that in chat.
Interesting.
That'd
Well,
be
on
great.
the other side, Por Definir, they're going to be attacking first. Looks like they're favoring heavy tanks, including possibly Orisa. It's Sara, Crip, Woolridge, Nighties, Venanra, and Shivata. That's what I'm going with.
I'm going with Venanra and Shivatis, but
So,
I don't know. I think it's a play on Shiva, but I could be wrong. And unfortunately, we don't get Orisa, but we do get a Diva as Venanra moves on in. In fact, not too much of a contest at the choke point as everyone gets in pretty safely.
Well, Sky is an interesting map. I think Diva is incredibly strong on it. That's actually usually who I run. If I feel like a Pharah's not working out, Diva is generally a really good one on Volskaya. Her ultimate is actually just incredibly valuable for pushing people off the point on both of these capture points. So, wow, knock off the edge? No, looks like Woolridge is going to be the first one down, and he was the attacking Reinhardt. So Leo Dead's doing a great job to get it started as a 6v5 encounter.
Very nicely positioning, to be honest, Leo, at the very front, the vanguard of the defense there, using that shield so effectively as Diva on getting Soldier in close quarters like that. Never a position you want to be in, so Soura's going to be going in as well. Crypt deciding to jump off the map as we have a reset coming in from Por Definir.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Por Definir, they just need to run or die is what I always say in comp. Okay, guys, it's time to run or die. Like, do something. You're just wasting our time. It's so frustrating when people don't understand the mechanic of the time working against you, and they just, a Genji will just stay in there for 30 seconds and then die as your whole team gets back. It's like the most thrilling thing that can happen, and it happens all the way up in Masters. Don't worry, people below Masters, it happens everywhere all the time. But
yeah, don't worry. If the depression hasn't got you yet, once you get up there, it will. Right, we're going ahead. We're getting another push onto the point now. First kill actually going the way of Por Definir. Sour getting a nice Helix rocket kill onto Snillo. Leo out of the suit, exploding it on the point, not able to get any kill. No, getting 90s with it. Pardon me, I thought Ana was safely away, but he was out of position. That's going to be extremely awkward. böda socken now using the nano visor to push everyone else off the point. That's another reset for Por Definir.
Kanga destroyed with that nano visor. He just had a field day there as the fight had already been, halfway over. Everyone was in low health, so it was just target after target available for him, and they hold easily again. Like 2.5 minutes almost burned off the clock already. There's a nanovisor combo ready for Sara. 90s is right there with him, but it's just going to be about that angle of attack. How are they going to find their targets when Diva's up on the high ground? That line of sight is all there. They're going to have to wait until the fight actually takes place on the ground, and Winston's going to dive in. There's a tactical visor and nano given, and Crypt breaking the Diva suit is a huge benefit to that ultimate combo. They should be able to grab the point with the kills they've gotten now.
Taking Pug out in a bit of a staggered fashion as well. Snillo trying his best to hold just for a little while longer. Kanga will never be able to see the point, and that is indeed a point A take for Por Definir. Let's see what the transition looks like onto point B. It's 2 ultimates versus 0 at the moment, so they will be able to zone a little bit with that Diva ult, and they've also got the sound barrier for a bit of longevity as well. This could actually be a successful collapse.
I see defense all taking the high ground again. Reinhardt's kind of on his own there on the low ground, but ultimates are favoring the attackers. Woolridge actually gets put to sleep during the charge, so that backfired immensely as he gets counter-pinned and taken out first in this fight. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to take B without their Reinhardt, I think, just because the defender spawns are so close. Mighty Z falling very, very low. Shivatos also under threat here, but defense looking good.
Managing to hold everything from the high ground, ducking and dancing and just moving calmly away from damage when you needed to. Oh, and Kanga doing an excellent job to pick off Shivatas as he wandered out. Pulse Bomb, was that a Pulse Bomb? I can't, yes it was, 3% on Snillo, not quite getting anything behind the Reinhardt shield, but managing to gun down for one anyway. And that is a very, very close 6-0 for Por Definir to come running forward with next time around. This is going to be their moment.
I'm not sure if I heard the pulse bomb, but I'm not sure I saw the explosion. Diva may have eaten it there.
It was in between Reinhardt and the Roadhog.
Gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, not enough damage in any case, and defense do have some ults to work with. Diva Suit's going to set the pace here, break down Reinhardt's shield very quickly, so the defending Reinhardt already down, but now the visor is going to be committed here. Kenga gonna find what he can. Reinhardt's shield still looking good though, and Nano Visor on the other side from Zara, actually pushing out way more damage, finds Pug. D.Va did absorb quite a lot of it there before using the self-destruct himself on the defense. Now Woolridge is without a shield, and the defending Reinhardt has returned, so this fight actually still looking pretty crazy.
Oh!
But finally finding the kills he needs.
Yep, Kanga managing to pick off 2 and now getting a Helix Rocket onto a 3rd as well. Doing an excellent job there. No one has been targeting him. I want to give a lot of credit, though, Joshy, to Vinanra, because as soon as the Nano Visor was popped for böda socken, immediately rushed up onto the high ground and batted Kanga out of the way. That's half the Nano Visor wasted straight away because D.Va reacted so quickly.
Nice work, and I think Kenga just pulls to mind a Pokemon that can only say his own name. So he's a Pokemon named Kenga, and that's all.
Looks vaguely like a kangaroo.
That's what he named himself. But we have Denia on the defense, Earthshatter at the ready. So is Woolridge. So we're gonna have some Rhine mind games here, definitely determining who comes out on top. And the Earthshatter from the attackers whiffs. Woolridge finding nothing. Denia still has his in tow.
Oh, and Kanga continuing to do such a good job from the high ground. Every single Helix Rocket just gets so much damage at the moment. Good job from Zarya to maintain that. Sour finally taking care of business there, getting on top as Tracer to pick off Soldier 76. Such an important contributor to this fight. Snillo picking another target off. Have they actually got enough sustainability to get the points at the moment? Not really.
No one left there on the attackers. 2 minutes, all that remains, and defense do have Nano Visor, very likely here for the next defense. Yep, Kenga just now getting it up to 100%. The attackers have basically nothing to work with, not even a Nano Boost, just a Pulse Bomb. Sound Barrier will be there in just a moment if they can live long enough. Tac Visor getting used there by Kenga. His friendly D.Va was pointing the defensive matrix at him there for a second. I don't know what that was about. Leodeds actually loses his suit in the process. Snillo finds the kill onto Crypto, and it should be a defensive hold again.
That's right. You need to be able to get that sustainability and keep those guys alive on the point. So important to stay alive. Everything is secondary to staying alive as a team. You never want to be in the 5v4, 6v4 kind of situation where it just takes you so much longer to get back onto the point. Only 1 minute remaining now. 1, maybe 2 pushes left in the back for Por Definir.
1 minute, and that's a long walk back, so they're already here. If they die fast, then they can get 2 fights, but I think they don't want to die fast, so it's going to be probably their last really good attempt. Vinanra here with the Graviton.
Oh, nice! Excellent hook by Crit. Gets Kanga to start things off with. Whole Hog going to be starting up there. Manages to get Denia as a secondary kill, but they have lost 3 people while this fight was going on. So who was alive at the end of it? Only Reinhardt. Oh no, pardon me. Trace has come back in as well, and Lucio is trickling.
Here's the defensive Nano Boost. No Visor to work with for Kenga, but he should be able to push out the damage with the rest of his team there in 20 seconds. Yeah, this is the problem we were thinking about, right? They don't want to die fast. They're trying their best to win the fight right there, and now they're in an awkward position where half their cast won't even be there as time takes down to 0. So it's going to be up to Reinhardt and Anna to basically kick this off with Roadhog, Zarya coming up in the rear. There's a missed charge. Tac Visor on the high ground from Kenga just laying into whoever he can find. Earthshatter on the point from the attacking team, plus a Pulse Bomb. Could be a good combination. Woolridge and Zara get 3 kills there in the end. Still anyone's fight.
Oh, doing an excellent job here. So Por Definir came so close last time around, and now they are continuing to show why they are contenders to win this fight as well. Kanga gets taken out after coming down from the high ground, but where is the sustain? Snillo needs to go ahead and pick off Saura on the enemy Tracer to prevent the damage from coming through. And there we go. 90s doesn't get back in time for Sombra. That is it. 1 point on the board for Por Definir.
90s on the Sombra. Makes sense just to cover a bunch of distance quickly, try and get back to that fight, but of course, just gets flattened there at the point. Volskaya as a best-of-1 series. It's kind of a scary prospect now for Por Definir. They're going to have to full hold to advance. We'll get to draw rules if and when it's necessary, but they're going to have a tough time here, definitely trying to full hold A. So good job to böda socken for holding on throughout that. And Kenga, obviously, I think MVP in my opinion. Snillo did a great job on the Tracer as well, but Kenga obviously had all the big pivotal moments there as Soldier.
Yep. Soldier 76 really stole the show there on Volskaya to start things off. I think Crip had his moments as well. I'm kind of half an eye on him. He got a couple of really nice clutch Roadhog hooks at the beginnings of engagements to really diffuse situations before they happen, basically. So he was getting into 6v5s and teams immediately disengaging after that initial hook. Doesn't look quite as snappy as Kanga going ahead and grabbing 4 with the nano visor, but he was doing a good job. Who else worth calling? Vinanra, I thought was really good on Diva. There are a couple of pretty cool defensive plays coming up from him there. So we'll see how the compositions vary up, because right now, none of these guys are on the same heroes, but we still have time.
Yep, always offense players.
Hanzo, Bastion, Sombra, Junkrat. You're missing Orisa.
Right, that Winston should obviously be in Orisa, but on the defense, multiple tanks, 2-2-2. We've seen this described as the selfless comp in the past, where selfless basically won a bunch of tournaments running a very similar strategy, where Sinatra would play the Tracer, Defran on the Soldier on essentially every map, every point, and basically you could interchange your tanks from there, but Roadhog and Reinhardt are the 2 best typically, so that's been described as selfless comp. I think it's a decent enough name. 2-2-2 is going to at least be what it is, and Sara already trying to find out.
All right, managing to get healed up anyway, so not losing a life over it. Already up to 25% on that charge, so being extremely active. Looking for Lucio, spots Pog on the point, but has to go out into the open in order to get that kill. Opts against it in the end, finds Zenyatta, goes, yes please, I'll take this for breakfast. Very close to dying, managing to get Zen. Lucio's come to his aid as well. Is he going to be able to get both supports? Yes, he is.
Snillo is doing a ton of work, and Sara, both Tracers actually just being crazy here. I'm watching Snillo's first-person perspective. He's just massing headshots here. His sensitivity is very, very low. I can tell it takes him 2 mouse drags to actually turn like even 90 degrees. So his super low sense Tracer actually comes out on top in the Tracer duel as well. I think he got 4 killing blows in that fight, and they capture A super fast.
böda Zocken is, they're going to be pretty happy. At least A has been captured, so it's 1 point versus 1 on the board. Now they can focus on playing for the win. And my goodness, Josh, he's 6 minutes and 45 seconds to do that as well. They're going to have plenty of time here.
Yeah, all they have to do is win 1 fight, and essentially the game could be over, as well as the series. Since, again, best of 1 on Volskaya. Everything is in böda Zocken's court now to try and advance, and Por Definir, they're going to have to hang on multiple times. It's a very scary prospect. Snillo has been playing so well and has Pulse Bomb. He's going to not commit to it just yet, still trying to find the angle. There it goes, flying out. He finds Lucio. I don't know how. It wasn't a sticky there.
Very strange. Oh, managing to get 3 as well before the Primal Rage actually came out. This is looking pretty good for böda Zocken at the moment. Sara, though, coming back and getting a double. This really is the battle of the Tracers, Joshy. Snillo comes in and grabs another one from the rear, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do it all himself. The rest of his team, in the meantime, have died, so he's just going to reset.
Yep, Snillo, it was a good run, but his streak is over. I'm sure he was a bit salty about having to jump off the side there, but it was definitely impressive. He was never really in danger throughout that fight, but the rest of his team, of course, you gotta have everyone standing tall to be able to capture that point. Sara did a great job, as you said, on the defensive Tracer throughout that fight. So whichever team can handle the enemy Tracer is going to come out on top, and there's a Pulse Bomb getting started. Great for defense. Por Definir, Sara shining once again.
Oh, and Kanga, excellent on-nade, by the way. Just want to call that out from 90s there as they go ahead and move out. That enabled them to go ahead and grab a couple kills. Another one onto Bok, looking for the kill on Zenyatta. Can't quite find it on Ana herself, but we have Vinanra here to go ahead and play cleanup duty. So Por Definir continuing to hold here. Still 5 whole minutes remaining.
böda Zocken, I mean, you think about it, that's actually a huge chunk of time already gone from their initial pool, and they've got Zenyatta returning here now. Bok 1 has Transcendence ready to go. Snillo, of course, I was talking up his Tracer earlier, already in the gates here, trying to ward off Sara. I think Snillo might actually be best to just prioritize Sara, try and get him out of the picture as quickly as possible.
I think so. I mean, the 2 Tracers have just been the MVPs of this half so far. Although if he finds Ana, that's going to be good, but he doesn't get the sticky on the Pulse Bomb, and unfortunately that whiff is going to be a wasted ultimate into the Lucio sound barrier as well. Means that he can't get the damage done that he would have liked. 90s does go down eventually. böda Zocken continuing to stick in there and surviving, but now there's a big Graviton surge, and everyone is getting chomped out.
That was a very, very valuable Graviton Surge. Denia actually charged out of it to his death, so that was kind of an interesting decision. As a result, though, defense hang on again. 4 minutes on the clock only now. Leo Deads on the attacking team is about to have a Graviton Surge and Earthshatter and Whole Hog ready. So if they can just combine 2 of those ultimates, I think they've got great chances to move on here. The problem is Woolridge and Crip also have the Earthshatter and Whole Hog, so we're going to see a nice tank battle coming up here.
The tank ultimates are going to make or break the next fight here. Well, assuming that we actually get to a point where they all fight each other and there aren't early picks. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Pulse Bomb coming in early on. Oh, and that is a very nice early pick onto Lucio. That is certainly going to make böda socken think twice.
Sarah, that was a sick play. If you're watching this VOD later, great job, dude. I watched it from third person. And the Pulse Bomb just lobs right into a group of like 4 people. There was no way that all of them were going to escape that. So really, really excellent timing there to win that fight off of just 1 Pulse Bomb. And the attackers will come back with basically 6 ultimates. So Doomsday is approaching.
Doomsday is certainly approaching here. That is going to be really cool to watch if we get all 6 ultimates and a successful take. That would be an excellent end for böda socken, of course, trying to progress here. They are only 1-1 at the moment. Denia, very nice jumping on in, and Kanga doing an excellent job with that early pick. Good Graviton Surge as well. Keeps a couple of those players off to the right-hand side, and that's first 4 now, going the way of böda socken. This is the fight they were looking for. Pulse Bomb whiffs as well from the other side. Sarah not able to put the team on his back.
Everything clicked there. Obviously, mass ultimates pour out a lot of damage, and they saved the Earthshatter. That's just what I was about to mention, but it comes into play so huge there. Shuts down the Nano Whole Hog. All that CC, all that damage just shut down immediately. So Denia, a great heads-up play there to survive throughout that first fight without committing Earthshatter, and then to use it at a crucial time. I think they're going to be able to win this game just because of that.
D.Va coming in to try and contest now. Ana, 90s is going to go down very quickly indeed. Crip surviving just a little bit longer, and Shivatas now on Lucio. But look, they are coming in and they are dying 1 by 1 at the moment. There's no real threat by the looks of things to the attacking team. Snillo, the only casualty due to Reinhardt coming out with a decent fight.
Denia eats a Pulse Bomb when he had already generated another Earthshatter. I was just about to say Denia could just wipe up here, but the Pulse Bomb catches him, brings him to like 2 health, and it's an easy cleanup for Sarah. Wow, again, Sarah showing up as the MVP here on this defense. Tracer's so hard to handle for both of these teams. I can't believe Denia fell that way when he had another Earthshatter at the ready. But they already, again, Doomsday Part 2 is here. They've got almost 6 ults again.
I'm really surprised that it happened that way as well, Josh. It looked like they were in prime position to go ahead and take that, and just a second's worth of gameplay seemed to change everything. Like you say, another 6 ult. Don't forget, they've already got 2 ticks, so only 1 more left, but there's only 1 minute remaining.
They all have, there's 6 ults again. This is playing out exactly the same. Graviton Surge grabs Ana. Tracer's going to go deal with Ana immediately. 90s is out of the fight. Sound Barrier is going to benefit them so much, and Shivatas is nowhere close to one of his own. He had to use it just to save the point last time, so the whole hog will just completely destroy everything. Kanga on the Soldier defense and the Roadhog offense has to have that golden damage. He's just crushed everything on both sides.
böda socken with 36 seconds remaining successfully take the point and therefore take Volskaya by a scoreline of 2-1 to advance into the round of 8. Let's go ahead and check out the play of the game here, but to be honest, that was a bit of attrition, Joshy. I mean, that was only really 1 fight left. They didn't have a lot of time to finish that off.
Kanga, this is basically the last fight here, having that Nano Whole Hog shredding through the entire enemy team. It was actually much closer than it should have been. You're exactly right. Like 6 minutes to take the second point, and they get it essentially on what could have been the last push possible. So
6 ult twice in a row.
Yeah, even surviving the first Doomsday